All right, shalom, shalom. I do want to start off this lesson by saying all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakodach, for giving the opportunity to do a lesson today. I do want to give double honors to the elders and apostle of Great Millstone for teaching the truth by using precepts upon precepts and line upon line. All right, my name is Ariel Kayal in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. All right, coming through another lesson, and this is going into the Epstein file again. And I remembered within the Epstein files, with many videos watching within the Epstein files, people are realizing that America has been compromised by the land of Israel. Or the people that rules in the land of Israel are the wicked, or the Rothschilds, or at least they're all figuring it out that America is basically doing the bidding of Israel. All right, and basically half the money that America makes through taxes, you know how the government makes money through the taxes, it goes straight to Israel. All right, that's why they got free health care, they got free education, they got free over there, they got free everything. All right, because basically America is basically paying everything off for them. All right, and basically the Epstein files basically proves a point that what? That Israel controls America and Israel is the one that's telling America to go to these wars. And these wars are going to get worse and worse and worse. And prophecy does says what? The least of the flock shall draw them out, bring them to War 3, and cause their destruction. And that's basically what's going to happen. All right, we're going to enter a time of conflict where Israel is going to feel threatened, and Israel is just going to start war against many nations, even in the Middle East. And who is Israel going to call to protect them and to help them to fight them off? America. And it's going to lead them to the destruction. I do want to play this video so you could see some insight of what's going on, even with the bombing with Iran or Israel in the Middle East. All right, who basically told America to do so? And that was Israel. That was the least of the flock. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers. They was the one who was basically telling Trump to do so. So let's play the video real quick.
Israelis said, if you don't bomb Iran to take out these deep bunkers, we're going to use nuclear weapons. And every president, from when I joined the CIA, George H.W. Bush had just become president, the Israelis asked us to bomb Iran. Every single president. No matter who the prime minister of Israel happens to be, you got to bomb Iran. You got to bomb Iran. You got to bomb Iran. And every single president said, no, we're not bombing Iran. Our position was that that would be the start of World War III. The reason, though, I'm told, that Donald Trump decided to bomb Iran was that the Israelis said, for the first time, if you don't bomb Iran to take out these deep bunkers, we're going to use nuclear weapons. So Trump said, bombing Iran might actually save us from the start of World War III if it keeps the Israelis from using nuclear weapons.
And that's insane. All right. Now, everything that he said, it could be a lie. But the one thing that he did tell the truth is what? That the concept is that Israel is the one that's basically brought America. Israel is the one that's controlling America of what to do, what not to do. All right. And in prophecy, it says what? Let me see if I could get out of here. Yep. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 20 says what? Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh that he have taken against Edom, and his purpose that he purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Or what is the least of the flock? Are those people in the land of Israel? Are Amalekite. They like the worst of the worst. The people that just the wicked of the wicked. Or they stole Israel in heritage. They stole the heritage of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latino Americans. They told the whole world that they're the true people. They whitewashed scripture, crossed Yahushua off the face of the map by whitewashing him, and then they just basically rule the whole world. Whatever they want to do, that's how it's gonna happen. But what's gonna happen is that what? In his purpose, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Who's of them? America out into the peaceful state to war, or surely he shall make their inhabitant desolate with them. Meaning that Israel and America is going to be destroyed together. The only difference between Israel and America is that Israel is going to be rebuilt back up and go and then be brought back to the true children of Israel, while America is going to be desolate forever because of its abominable works it has done for many generations, for years. Even the blood of the children of Israel is still crying in his land to this day. So it's about to come to pass. And people are realizing that what? The least of the flock is in control of Babylon the Great. And it's gonna get to the point where the least flock is going to draw America. Let's get another point real quick. Jeremiah 50, let's go to verse 45. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai. And it's the same scripture. It's repetitive because nothing, Yahweh Bashim Shai never changed. He's never going to change his prophecy. This is what's going to come to pass. This is what he's going to do. All right. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai, that he have taken against Babylon and his purpose, that he have purpose against the land of Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. All right, so basically, the least of the flock is going to draw America into war, and they're going to end up being destroyed together. Verse 46. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, their cry is heard among the nations. All right, because every nation around the world, when they see America be destroyed, they're going to cry because their money making nation is basically gone. They can't make no more money, they can't make no more profit. They're basically like, fudge, what can we do now? You know, they're going to be crying because, some other nation do like America. It's kind of hard to say that now, but other than that, they're not here. They're not crying because America got destroyed. They're crying because America, the power nation that has the money, is basically gone. I want to go up. Hold on, real quick. I know it's in this chapter. Probably it's the next one. So forgive me on that. Yeah, it is. It says this, Jeremiah 50, verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? And easy, because Yahweh Shemashai caused the other nations to shoot their nukes at America because of its wickedness. Verse 24, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught because thou hast striven against the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shine. How did it strive against the Lord? By not following his ways and going against his going against the people that he loved, Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans. All right, they swore in the Bible, but proceeds to lie on the Bible. They swore that they would do righteousness, but they continue doing wickedness. They have literally went against the ways of Yahweh Bashim Shai every single day. Verse 25, the Lord hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapon of his indignation, the nukes, are for his works of the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, power of hosts, and the land of Chaldeans. All right, Esau, who's the Chaldees in this day and age? Edomites, where their land at, and their main inhabitant is America. Verse 26, come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. And how is Yahweh Shemashai going to make that happen? By making nukes fall upon America and wash the land empty, or fan her land. Or I believe Jeremiah 51 literally talks about that. This is a wind is going to come against it, a destroying wind. Yeah, Jeremiah 51 and 1, it says what? Thus said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, behold, I'll raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind. And that's going to empty her land. It's going to utterly destroy this land. And that's what's going to come to pass. All right. And what's going to cause it? Israel's going to cause America to go into war. And America's going to be powerful enough to do it because they think that they're the powerful nation. They think they're the best of the best. They think they're the look. It's all this is a trap against America. Because as soon as World War III starts and then it goes to the heat point, and as soon as those nukes start flying, America's going to realize that they're not going to win this war. And it's going to be a little bit too late. Because why? Because Yahweh Shemashai raise up Russia and the other nations to get angry to the point where they're not going to give a fuck. All right? Imagine you have been bullied for many years and you've been told what to do, been spat on, and you've been, disrespected for years, and now you could get your lick back. And you got the power to get your lick back. You think you're going to hold back your indignation? No. And that's basically what's happened. That's what the other nation been going through for years. All right, through America. Why do you think the scripture says what? How is a hammer of the whole earth? Why is America considered a hammer? Because America was the one that bullied other nation constantly for centuries. And now they got the power to do so. What they're going to do with that power? They're going to shoot their nukes regardless. They're not going to hold back. And that's what Yahweh Bashim is going to put the spirit upon these nations to do, to shoot their nukes at America. And you think they're going to? No, they're not going to care. It's going to be a too late. It's going to be how can I say, a relief of anger they're going to bring up. And ultimately, that's from the Most High. Because Yahweh Shemashah is angry at America for all the abominable works, for keeping Israel in captivity to this day. Yes, the other nation was part of it, and yes, they're gonna get their judgment too. But America was basically the whole place, the pinnacle, the wicked of them all, you know. And to this day, these nations in America think they're better than Jake. They still think they're better than everybody. They think they're better than Jake every single day. Their prideful look, their prideful stunt. You can walk by them and probably be high, be polite, and they'll give you attitude. That's what these nations do. This is what the heathen is Yahweh Shemashai about to bring vengeance. And it's gonna be a good one too, because all you heathens deserve it. All everybody deserve it. Everybody deserve it. All right. Let me go straight to the point. Verse 29. Call together the archers. And what's the archers? What's the modern day archers? You don't see bow and arrows in today's society. You don't see nations using arrows to shoot at other nations. If you do, they're really behind. Call together the archers, talking about the nukes against America, Babylon, America. All you that bend the bow, all you that has the nuclear capabilities, camp against round about, let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her works, according to all that she have done. Do unto her, for she have been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. Call Allah Yahweh Shemashai. And that's true. America have been going against the Lord, going against his people, going against the ways, going against what's right. This destroys the whole planet. It just destroys everything. And Yahweh Shemashai is gonna come back for vengeance. And what he's gonna do? He gonna make the least of the flock, draw America out into the conflict where they're gonna be blinded by it. They're gonna be thinking that, oh, this is a good thing, and they're gonna lose. It's just that simple. And we're coming up to that time. We're entering that time where we're seeing America downfall. We're seeing Esau Edom being embarrassed. We're seeing Esau Edom losing respect because he's losing power. And as soon as you lose your power, guess what? And you lose all respect, guess what? Your land's gonna be lost. It's gonna be losing next. That's how it works. And when all that has actually happened, you see Jake rising up in power. Why do you think you're seeing that? Why do you think you're seeing Jake rising up in power? Because Yahweh Shai is putting Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, back in power. He's putting us above you other nations. And first and foremost, he's gonna raise up what? The elect. And then when he's done raising up the elect, he sealed them up and he got them all together. Guess what? It's moving time. Your time is up. You gotta go. And that's how it's gonna be. And we're in a time where people are realizing that wait, Israel's in charge. And when they realize Israel's in charge, Israel's gonna command America to go in and they're gonna look, man. They're running out of time. All right. But that's how I want to get into today. I thought I want to do a lesson on that because that's part of the Epstein file, and people are realizing that. And some people already, know they're like, yeah, we know Israel rules America because America wasn't like this before. But it's gonna be too late when you realize that you're a federal government, the one that does taxes, the one that does all. That was not even part of the government actually. Those are just companies. That's all it is. But it's gonna be too late. By the time everybody realizes there's gonna be nukes flying there. All right, that's all I want to get into today. Louis certified by this lesson, this prophecy. I do want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Kakodash for giving the opportunity to do a lesson today. I do want to give double honors to the elders and apostle great millstone for teaching the truth by using precept upon precepts and line upon line. Shalom.